Hari Om. From yesterday's class, I think some people have picked up some fanciful words like the BMW, the body mind working system, and caught with the word called womb to tomb. That's really good to know to see the feedback. Nice. And now to continue with the purpose of life. Yesterday we have seen the whole purpose or the toil that we are taking is to be happy and is to be successful. Correct? Now, the whole purpose is set up on a four-fold path. The whole purpose is set up in a four-fold path for a happier, smoother, uninterrupted life. Chaturvida Pala Purushartham. That is what it is said. So that is the things that we aspire for or that we try to gain should follow four paths. It's called as the dharma, the artha, the kama, and the moksha. So moksha, as it is mentioned, liberation or nirvana or knowing thyself or getting out from the circle of birth and death. That is liberation, moksha. So that will be the final stage. Without attaining the first three, it is difficult to go to that stage. What are the first three? Generally it is said as dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. Now, each and every individual, right from the birth, we have the third one with us, very predominant. What is that? Dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. The third one is kama. So kama here doesn't mean as we see in other texts, in other languages in a non-parliamentary way or in a vulgar sense. Here, kama means earning, intense desire. Can you tell me anybody without desire? Everybody has a desire. A person who is single wants to get into Gruhashrama and wants to get into marital life. Persons who are in a marital life, they want to be single. Students, they want to study. After studies, they need a job. After job, they need a vehicle. Example, they have a cycle, they need a two-wheeler. They're not happy with that. After some time, they get bored of two-wheeler and they want a four-wheeler. After four-wheeler, they say, oh, this is quite expensive, I need an e-vehicle as it is called now, an e-scooter or e-car, which runs on electricity, batteries. A person who stays in a rented house, getting tired of shifting once in 3 years from house to house, wants an independent small house, even a 1 BHK is okay. Once they get a 1 BHK in the expanding family, in the expansion of the family, they feel a 2 BHK or 3 BHK will be good. First they are comfortable with 2 BHK. For me and my spouse one, for my children one. And then no, guests will be coming quite often, my side, in-law side, so we need one guest room. So 3 BHK. With that they are not happy. No, I want to be in a bungalow or a villa. So it goes on like this, never ending. Come on. Until unless there are 2 minutes, we quench the desire, liberation is difficult. We should put a full stop. Enough, it's enough. It's all the same. Come. But as we have to fulfill the karma. The second one is required. What is the second one? Dharma, artha, kama. Artha means financial security. To fulfill your desires, 99% of your desires, money is required. Just imagine you feel like eating a fanciful item, you have to pay. You want to put your child in a good school, the fees have to be paid. Correct? You want to move from A to B, commutation, transport, you have to pay. Of course, every short distance you can go by walk. I know people who go by walk to their destination from their home, like pilgrims and all, they take Yamuna Pariyatan, Ganga Pariyatan, they go around the Ganges, they go around the Yamuna, they go around the Narmada. By foot, all that is, some exceptions are always there in each and every situations even here. But therefore I said 95%. We need money. Or barter system. I help you, you help me. Just imagine that you are a very good carpenter and you want to admit your child into your school, and the school management, who sits like a pumpkin, say, okay, you do this carpentry work for me, I will give you a free admission. That is called as barter system. We are exchanging things. Though not financially, with physical money, it happens. But finally you have to give something. So here he says, the first one is very important. Therefore, the first one we have said as dharma. Dharma, artha, kama and moksha. So the two, the second and the third, that is the kama and artha, either in fulfilling the kama or either in acquiring the artha, one has to follow dharma, righteousness. So without dharma, if we try to prod, definitely we are going to get fixed somewhere. It's not easy. You might always say, sir, people walking in dharma, they are suffering more. People adharmic are very successful. Look at my own school, the pumpkin management. None of the teachers have left happily, Swamiji. They squeeze them, leave alone giving them something, but they take from them. One example is my management's daughter had to go to China, Swamiji. In that case, my management took around 60,000 rupees from his principal, from their principal, and then sent the child. He said, dharma. But they are very happy. Yes. Shortcuts initially will be happy, but in long run that will be a failure. Please have it in mind. Do you want instant results or permanent result? Is the question. If you are interested in permanent, long-term results, and if you are interested in moksha, ultimate goal, you have to follow dharma. Everybody, including the speaker, has to follow dharma. No shortcuts. Don't quote the examples of Ajamaranda. There are exceptional cases where though they have fallen from dharma, but again, because of their previous births, merits and punya, they could, the last one, they could realize and just get into Vaikuntham. All are not that fortunate. That we should always have in mind, that we are not Ajamaras and we are ordinary mortals. Once we follow this, then moksha happens, an automatic process. There is nothing to be done to gain moksha. Once we follow dharma properly, moksha happens automatically. So the whole celestial song explains about this, the way of life, and how to handle certain situations. For example, fear, how to handle fear, anger management, healing diseases, success and undertaking issues, attaining the grace of God or the Lord. Purifying the mind means mind always being positive without negative thoughts, right? And delusions, we are all deluded, we are all in what you call in a feeling which is not true. And how to come out of delusions, wipe off delusions, how to be steadfast in our goal, in our aim, right? And what is the method to gain progress in wisdom? How to remove the obstacles that come in our way? How to be victorious over mind? These are the things which are explained and we will be seeing in the upcoming days. A lot of people they say, Swamiji, Gita is not for me. I'll take up after 60, I will take up after 80, I'll take up after retirement. The question is, what is the guarantee that we're going to live so long? Number one. Number two, this particular celestial song, if you see the history or the story, it has been explained in a battlefield. We are all battling in the life. And how to come victorious in this life is what is explained in the battlefield to Arjuna. And whenever we are studying this, we have to feel that we are the Arjunas and it is being told to us in direct, in person. With that understanding, we should go about understanding the Gita. Then miracles happen automatically. Miracles happen automatically. Every day is a miracle. Every day is a wow day. Every moment becomes wow. How many of you have wow in a day? Always we have something or the other to what you call crib and cry. Imagine you get a coffee, say wow. Whether there is sugar or no sugar, whether there is honey or no honey, but say wow. You see the change. You do something, something happens. Okay, good happens, wow. Something bad happens, wow. I never knew I could do like this, wow. This wow sensation have to be, the feeling has to be there at every moment. First fundamental thing that makes me happy always. Wow. Wow. Just tried it. Saying that. Just say that once to yourself. Wow. I heard to this talk. Wow. Simple. What is this? I know this. I have heard number of times. I have seen in so many episodes in the televisions, in the YouTubes. Yeah. But again, take it as a new case. Say wow and go ahead. See how wonderful it will be. So today's thing is feel wow for everything. Wow. In case the child hasn't performed well, say wow, no problem. This reminds me of one song. I don't know if you are familiar with Tamil. And the song goes like this. Urvashi, Urvashi, take it easy policy. This is the first thing that we are supposed to understand. Everything, take it at ease. Don't get tensed. Don't get worried. By getting tense and by getting worried, nothing is achieved but for one thing. Where BP increases. And we make the atmosphere around us tense. Take it easy. Oh, is it? Wow, wonderful. So with this, I conclude today's session. Thanks for being with me. And if you have any doubts, kindly get in touch with the organizers. Alright? Thank you. Kindly click on the subscription button and hit on the bell icon. Hari Om. Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru.